Weird silver spider just hanging out, and a little buddy next to him. I just only seen it because we have a string that we use to hold the door open. But anyway, oops, things happen. Yeah, we should still be able to claim it, you know, through insurance, safe flight. Okay, the electricians have come and went, so I didn't want to record anything because he was actually here with his daughter. But as of right now, so I still have my temporary line. It's probably going to be kind of hard to see because there's no lights in here now. I still got to get that pulled out. We're going to have to go to the store to still get insulation because we do have enough, thanks to the dog man, we have enough of sheetrock to be able to do the ceiling and the front wall, and then we still need to go get 9 more sheets, what Dad said. But we're also going to look at how much insulation is going to be, at least for the roof. So if we can get that done, at least get the lights and stuff connected and whatnot, and then we'll go and look and see about getting outlets, because we have all the lights here, we have the outlets, we have the switches, we have all those things. But since we still need to do drywall, I asked them not to install those, so we're able to, you know, cut out for all those things. It's just a little easier whenever stuff is, you know, just roughed in. But everything is connected. We have the box outside along with a disconnect, so we'll go take a look. So, because we plan on putting a little mini split into here, and it's required to have a disconnect, so that's wired in here. And so we got a 30 amp for the mini split, and then we have a 20 for the plugs in the front, and then a 20 for plugs in the back. So it's actually split between the front and the back. This is the front, this is the back. Makes it pretty simple, right? And then the main breaker going over to, and then they did an overhead wire going all the way to the front. So welcome back to the journey, folks. And you guys have seen at the very beginning that electrician had came and went, him and his daughter, and they got everything connected and good to go. So, well, so all of the wiring is connected and the boxes are in place, and the panel and all that, everything that you've seen, right? So obviously we still have to get insulation installed, we still have to get drywall installed, and then we can install all the outlets and the plugs, or the outlets, plugs are the same thing, the outlets and the switches and the lights, right? But before we can do that, I need to get installation put in. Dad actually went to go take care of his job or stuff that he's been taking care of to earn a little bit of side money, right? And then once he comes back, we're going to get started on drywall. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump inside. I'm gonna show you quick what's going on. And then I also did a boo-boo to the Jeep when getting all this materials, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Okay, so here's the materials that we got, and obviously I'm having to work around all this stuff, so I'm gonna have to move stuff around as I'm going. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started up on the ceiling. That's what we're gonna take care of first, because we have enough of this. So as you can see, a lot of this is not in a bag like that, right? So whenever I went to the store, there was one bag that was open, one bag that it didn't even have the bag at all. Just all these were loose. So I asked them, hey, would I be able to get this at a discount? So I basically got 2 bags at 50% off. So that's basically buy one, get one free. And then I paid for these 2, right? So that's $80 worth of material that I got for free, basically. So definitely worked out. That's awesome that they were able to do that for me. But anyway, this is what's going into the overhead, into the roof. Because this is actually a little bit, it's not as thick. So these are 3.5 inches thick. These are only 3 inches thick. So this is what's going into the roof. Plus it's also the safe and sound. It'll kind of help with, you know, the sound of the metal whenever it's raining. Hello, I'm trying to talk. You guys are being loud. Thank you. Oh, okay. Willow also came out here because she wants to always see the birds. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know you're not supposed to be in here. Thank you. I know you want to come see, but you know that you're not supposed to be in here. Thank you, though. All right. Well, let's get busy. Okay, so when I was talking, I had that backwards. So the sound and safe is 3.5 inches thick, and the other one is the comfort, like Comfort Plus or something like that. This one's only 3 inches thick. Well, these are too thick and too heavy because I don't have any of the other supports to hold that into the overhead or into the roof. I don't have, because they make like little ties that you can put and it kind of holds it up there, right? So these are a little more firm, which stinks because I already put those in the wall and I had already cut those, and I'm gonna need every single piece. So now I'm gonna have 2 that are gonna have cut pieces in it that I might have to hold up with something. But anyway, I'll save those for the ends because I'm gonna have to work around the 2x4s and stuff anyway. So I'll see how that works out. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these thinner ones up in the roof, and then the thicker ones into the walls. That I was doing it the other way around, but that's not staying up there. You saw me struggling, or if you didn't see me struggling, I was struggling. It just wasn't working out. So anyway, back to the time lapse. Okay, don't listen to what I say because obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently whenever I grabbed that the first time, I was trying to put that up there, I grabbed 2 bats at one time and I didn't realize it. So these are only 3 inches. So that's 1 bat. Because before I grabbed 2, it looked like they were together. See how like this? It doesn't look like it's separated. But once you start pulling it apart, that's 2 different bats. Because there's 12 altogether. So yes, I was doing it correctly, but that's fine. I think I'd rather have the thicker ones up in the roof anyway, because that's where majority of your heat and stuff is. Yeah, and it's staying up there just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing that. And that was all the stuff that I got at a discounted price anyway. And I'll just continue to shove that stuff up there. So, and it's hot already, and it's not even noon. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, last one. Oh, last one for the roof anyway. I hate working around stuff. I'd like to just be able to get in here and work, but doesn't always happen that way. Plus this last pocket down here is just ever so slightly smaller than all the rest, and I really don't want to have to cut the bat. So I just force it up in there. Whew, man. Plus, whenever I'm working with Dad, so Dad's going to help me with the drywall. And this building, it does not necessarily have everything that's needed for drywall, right? Because it's not meant, I mean, it's a shed, right? It's not normally meant to be finished out, but you can, right? And there's things that you have to add anytime that you're buying a shed. And apologize for the birds, right? But let me give you a quick rundown of what I'm talking about. So you have, I guess some people call them like California corners, whatever, because right, California is nobody likes it except for the people that live there. Type thing, right? So you have these corners here, right? Well, it's fine. This stud right here, you can put the wall all the way across and then it attaches to the stud, because this wall comes in and it butt up against. But right here in the corner, for this wall on this side, you don't have anything attached to. So you need to put blocking in, and then you need to put another stud there. That way you have two studs right here in the corner and you're able to connect on both sides, right? Well, kind of the same thing up on the roof. So yes, here on the gable ends, they put these studs here that allows you to put, so you don't want to have, you know, a cut piece up here. So you're doing your full sheet. You cut your full sheet at the angles of the roof, and then it overlaps the wall. Okay, so that the bottom of the sheet is more down here. Okay, and then you're putting another sheet down here at the bottom. Okay, so, and you're putting a half sheet all the way down to the very bottom. Okay, so that's basically what you're doing, is you're kind of staggering it. But what you're wanting to do, right, is this roof that comes across, because we're putting drywall up on the roof as well. Same thing, right, as the California corner. It does not have another rafter to attach drywall in this way, except for all the way down here at the edge, which is past this stud. So either you'd have to notch out to put those there, or what you can do is you can put your wall piece here, right? Or we can even mock up, you know, a little something to where you're leaving yourself a gap up here at the top. So whenever you're putting this sheet in, you run it over and you put it into that gap, and basically that's what's holding up the sheet over here on the ends. Because the screws here is fine, it's going to hold the sheet up, but to where this isn't wanting to sag over time, right, it's sitting on top of the sheet that's on the wall. So that's what we're gonna be doing with that. Otherwise, you know, we'd have to put in more wood blocking on the sides to have a place to screw in the sheet on the edge. Okay, but I already know Dad knows how to do all that stuff, so I'll let him put all that stuff up. Alright, so hopefully you can see that, but that's basically one wall done. I still got one little piece there, and then like one little tiny there, those two there, and then the one right underneath the window with that little tiny. Obviously I'm gonna have to move the couch again, and then, but I think what I'm gonna do, because I already got some that's on that wall, I'll save some for, you know, well, I'll look to see, because I haven't even cut into the second bundle yet, and I got 12 pieces. So it takes 2, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically, one full wall is a bundle. Okay. And then, I mean, it does leave me some scraps. I can always use the scraps at the top, because I do have a few like little pieces like this. I'll be able to utilize that, you know, in some of like the little crevice ones at the top. But I don't necessarily want it, because I had to do that here, but mainly this bay here has the most wires in it. So I had to kind of like piecemeal this together to be able to get around the wires and through the wires. I don't even know if you can see that. I try to lighten it up some, but yeah. But anyway, I already knew that I was not going to have the amount that I needed to do the entire building. For one, I only bought four bundles. That's all I could really get into the Jeep. And even then, that was, I probably should not have been using the Jeep, because as you've seen, or no, you haven't seen, because I haven't showed you yet. Let's go take a look. So, yep, that's what happened. Broke the windshield. So yeah, I broke the windshield. Oops. Things happened. Yeah, we should still be able to claim it, you know, through insurance, safe flight, whatnot. Which, I mean, it's going through the company to replace the windshield is actually less than our deductible for our insurance. So I'm just going to pay it outright whenever we can. But I don't have the funding right now, right? That's going to have to come next month, next payday. But yeah, it's all part of it, right? Good things happen. I ended up getting some insulation for free, and then boom, basically that amount that I got for free, now I'm having to put that and then some to get a new windshield for the Jeep. So yeah, that story of my life, right? It always likes to hammer down and say, nope, you can't have anything good, we're going to give you something even worse. But oh well, you just got to roll with the punches. We'll continue on. That's all you can do, right? So, but I do know that I'm going to need at least, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So at least 1, 2, 3. 3 more bundles. At least 3 more bundles to be able to finish up this project for the installation. Plus, I already know that I'm going to need 3 bundles of insulation and then 9 sheets of drywall, and then we be done. But I was trying to get at least the front portion done, get the roof done, which you guys have seen to this point. So up next is getting insulation or getting drywall hung onto the roof, getting drywall hung onto the front wall, because I want to be able to turn on power for the front wall so that I can also have lights, and we can have at least 1 or 2 outlets available to us. And then once we get the back wall done, we'll be able to turn on the breaker for the back wall. So, because it is separated between front and back. So yeah, there we go. That's what we got going. Oh, exciting times. So, all right. Well, anyway, back to work. It's not gonna do it itself. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all the wood and stuff prepped for these corners. So I need to cut some blocking. So I went ahead. I got 4 studs, and then I got 2 extra for being able to cut into blocking, and then I definitely gonna take that crooked one for blocking. But let's go ahead and jump outside. We'll get some blocks cut up, and then we'll get these studs put into the wall, which going around electrical is gonna be fun, but you just got to cut around it, right? Cut the studs around it, don't cut the electrical, and then go from there. But much easier for them to run it the way it is and then block around it to be able to attach drywall to. So let's get to it. Fat man in a little space. And of course it doesn't want to fit in there. Why would it want to fit in there? That just makes sense. Why would it want to fit in there? Guess I need a hammer. Yeah, let's go get a hammer. Just goes to show not all 2x4s are created equal. And my bigger studs. I'm gonna have to take more off of that. Only because I don't know if you guys can see, but they put metal plates. It's like little protection plates for the wire. So these here, basically, so you can't put a screw or a nail or anything like that into the stud. It protects the wire, right? It's safe. It's good practice. Not everybody does that. I'm glad that they did, but I can't put the stud, or yeah, the other stud here because it hits this plate. So I'm gonna go shorten it down some. Oh, okay, that should work a lot better. Yeah, it does. Going in, but it is. Alright. And that's it. So now we'll have a place to screw the drywall to in the corner. So I gotta do that all 4 corners, but couch is in the way on the other side. So I'll just get it done.
Oh, here we are several days later. I'm hoping, and it's early in the morning, because I'm up. I might have to take the kiddo into school today. I don't know. But we've had several days of rain off and on. Plus, you know, with that, not being able to move the furniture out of here to do the drywall. Plus, I've been not necessarily waiting on Dad, but Mom and Dad have been leaving the property to go do other work. For earning a little bit of, you know, income for a trip that they have planned, you know, down to Mexico. It's an actual vacation they've been planning for some time, right? So they've been doing that because of the weather, right? It's something that they can go do, earn a little bit of money, since what we're trying to do here, we have not been able to do. Plus, everyone in the family got sick. You can probably still hear my voice that, you know, we've been fighting through it. We're doing okay. We're getting better. But hopefully today is the day that we're gonna get in here to knock this out. But I don't want you guys to be waiting on the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a part 1, part 2. This is part 1 that you're watching now. It's greatly appreciated that you guys are stick around for the journey. But we will get in here. We'll get the drywall and stuff finished up and such. But anyway, there's another video that you can check out here. Playlist for the entire year's journey over on this side. The icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to the side channel. And then last but not least, always thank a veteran at every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.